Let's start with the second practice. Again, the self-awareness. Look inside the head. Please, let me remind you that mind is a functional entity. It has no shape of the physical. When I say you to look inside the head and recall, remind, I'm moving into peace and happiness. By moving the mind within, moving into peace and happiness, moving the mind within. The next step is the same, happy in the steady pose. So the repetition helps us to establish ourselves into that mode, looking at the neck joint. Looking is not doing anything. Looking at the neck joint, feeling the sensation and awareness. Shoulder joints, sensation and awareness. Elbows, sensation and awareness. Mind needs, by default, the mind wants to do something different. And we bring the mind back, repeat it, so that mind raises its awareness. That is why the happy and the steady pose. Look again, the wrist joint, sensation and awareness. Hip joints, we're not doing anything, sensation and awareness. Knee joints, the mind is there, sensation and awareness. Ankle joints, sensation and awareness. Toes, sensation and awareness. Look at the entire body, sensation and awareness, happy in the steady pose. The moment the mind goes anywhere, return it to the happy and the steady pose. At this very moment, mind starts thinking. Don't struggle with the thought or the thinker. Start looking at the entire body, happy and steady. Looking at the body, happy and steady. Let us see what happens. We make sure to the mind that, okay, mind, you're not doing anything. Well, if you start doing anything, look at the happy and the steady pose. When we turn the mind to the happy and the steady pose, gently, without any resistance or a reaction, the mind begins moving inward. Again, something comes up. It may be a past memory, thought, feeling, sensation, anything that reminds us happy in the steady pose. happy in the steady pose. That is another way the masters have taught us to move into the mindfulness state. So the mind knows fully that, it has to do nothing. But if something happens to the mind, happy in a steady pose. And when you have a deepening experience of the happy and the steady pose, you naturally awaken to the space outside the body. I need not to say, just see that. Awareness of the space all around the body and the space inside. The space outside. Happy in the steady pose and the space inside. Look again, and from nowhere we become aware of the breath naturally, the moment the mind is aware of the space inside. The space outside, happy in the steady pose, awareness, and in the space inside, and there is an awareness of the breath. So let us tell the mind, okay, the breath is going in and out, let me be aware of the breath. Breath goes in, comes out. Breath goes in, comes out. In the background, we are aware of the space outside, happy in the steady pose, space inside, and we're just casually looking at the breath going in and out. Breath going in and out. My friend, we have to remember we are aware of the breath in order to lot of things, to prevent the subconscious mind to return, to prevent the habitual thinking. It is not fighting. And it deepens the experience in the background when there is an awareness of the space outside, inside, awareness of the happy and the steady pose, and you're looking at the breath. Every part of the instruction today is to maintain an awareness that we are not doing anything. That is the key today. That is the key today. Any thought comes, it triggers an action at a subconscious, habitual level. What we do, we're not doing anything. Looking at the breath going in and out, awareness of the space outside, in, awareness of the space inside, in between, happy in the steady pose. In order to do something, the thinker has to be there. When we do nothing, I'm sitting, you're lying down, we are not doing anything. We are aware of the happy and the steady pose. Breath goes in. Yes, goes in, and the space comes out in the space. And goes in, space comes out, space, happy in the steady pose. Or a reminder, we are not doing anything. Even when we do nothing, we know we are here. The space happy in the steady pose, the space inside. Breath is moving in and out, and moving out, it makes us aware of the space outside. The breath moves in naturally. It makes us aware of the space inside. When we maintain the status quo, our experiences changes, and those experiences are firing the brain to rewire it. The moment the mind starts doing something, the brain realizes, oh, it's the same old thing. It returns to its old habit. That is why there is so much of stress on the state of doing nothing. And stress on knowing. When we do nothing, we know. awareness of the space outside, inside, happy in the steady pose. And in that state, we are looking at the breath. When we do nothing, we are aware. Knowing takes place. We know, we discover. Am I the body? And I experience the happy and the steady pose of the body. I feel the sensation. I experience the stillness, and I also know I am not the body. So whatever is happening in the body, let it happen. Am I the breath? Closely look at the breath. Continue to maintain your awareness of the breath. Am I the breath? No. So whatever is happening and bringing an experience to the breath is not me and nor mine. And when it is not me, so how do you know I'm not the body? There is a body, in between the awareness is there, and above you are. You, awareness, happy and the steady pose. Sensation in the stillness. Mind breaks the clinging from the body. Exactly the same thing. You park the car outside. You came here. Car belongs to you, but it is not you. Just look at it. That happens when we are aware of the breath. That is what brings us to the state of the mindfulness. We are doing it totally in a different way. Teachings of another master. You're still looking at the breath. Awareness of the space outside. Happy in a steady body. Sensation in the stillness in the body. Awareness, and there is a knowing I'm not the body. Not by thinking. The way I know I'm not the room, I know I'm not you. So you know. Okay. Happy in the steady pose. Sensation in the stillness, awareness of the space inside and outside. You may continue, or you want to give a break. You can give a break, or we will continue the practice. Then looking at the breath. We are aware of the breath going in and out. We are aware of the breath with reference to its movement out and in, the space outside and inside, with reference to the sensation and the stillness. Look only the breath. Only the breath. The flow of the breath. Am I the breath? No. Because the mind reacts and resists the status quo, giving you the deeper understanding today. Because the mind reacts and resists the status quo, by nature it moves. So we play the trick with the mind. Okay, breath is going in, start counting. In one, out one. In two, out. Go on counting the breath. So basically counting is to help the mind to maintain the status quo. Whether you count up to 10, 20, 100, no. If the status quo is there, you're aware that you're not doing anything except dropping the counting in and out. That status quo is maintained. It's okay. Just an awareness, returning again. The body has some action, awareness, happy in the steady pose. Because we are not doing anything, we return faster, looking at the breath, in and out, and counting the breath. Because counting the breath is to help the mind to maintain the status quo. What is that status quo? Doing nothing. But still there is an action of counting. But it's very subtle. And just stop the counting. Become aware of the state you are in, status quo. It helps you to maintain that status quo without counting. That is much better than counting. And with that awareness of the breath, that awareness expands. It becomes aware of the space, this happy and the steady pose, sensation and stillness, outside and inside. Everything follows. And doing nothing. In fact, we were not doing anything, and still we become aware that yes, we are not doing anything. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti. Shanti. Your awareness on the right palm, your awareness on the left palm. And take your time. If you're not ready to return, please be there. And bring your both the palms and your eyes open, the eyes inside. Know your experiences, bring the hands down.